today. For whatever reason, I was feeling a little off today. Getting out of the house obviously just helped. Getting off my phone obviously helped. And I'm gonna go hit a workout. I'm sure that'll help. Working out in the mountains is just unbelievable. Let's go work out. First of all, I don't even know if you can hear me. It may have been dumb to set up the camera so far away, especially next to the fountain. But I talked to Sage about this. How for some reason I just can't be vulnerable anymore. Can't be emotional, or I don't know what it is, but it's like I won't even let myself say anything corny because I'm just too self-aware of it being corny, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. I used to be able to just express how I feel, even if it was cringy. And now I can't do that. I have become emotionally unavailable. And on one hand, I'm like, oh, cool, badass, man, badass. You don't give a fuck. No one can hurt you. And now, on the other hand, it's kind of sad. I'm just like closed off to everything. Especially being around someone like Sage, who's just super emotional, super tapped in with her emotions. When she experiences happiness, she experiences it fully. Like, she's like a child. Like, she's so enthused with life. She's connected. She feels what she's supposed to feel. She feels pain. She feels sorrow. She feels happiness. She feels jealousy. She feels anger. She feels all these things that you're supposed to feel as a person. That's the point of living. And I don't. I've learned to protect myself from that. And I haven't even like gone through traumatic shit. I mean, not to compare traumas, but like, I'm so much more of a case than her. I mean, maybe that's not fair to say. I'm not a psychologist, but like, I'm like fucking Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting. I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna get through to me. Fuck you. I'm closed off like that. Like, and I don't remember that ever being me. I don't know when that changed. I don't want to be vulnerable. I want to build my career more than anything, and it's kind of fucking sad because I know what that life leads to. I know that life leads to just pursuing pleasure and chasing the next high and having these materialistic goals and showboating and trying to outwork everyone just to make yourself look better. It's just the wrong way to live. And if I recognize that, why do I keep going towards that? I have just found myself more alone than ever. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, I was pretty alone when I was younger, but I was surrounded by family, and now I'm alone on my own. And that's a different kind of alone. I have a lot of friends, but I don't have a lot of close friends. It's weird because the people that I'm closest to, like Donnie or Henry, I don't even see much anymore. Yeah. It makes me wonder if I'm like just fucking alone. Which you are alone. You are on your own. You are one person. You will always just be with yourself. And if you can't be with yourself, then you're just hiding from yourself amongst other people. And it's weird because yes, I'm with myself right now. I'm alone. but I'm talking to the camera as if it's a person, or I'm talking to my future self or an audience that I don't have. And I guess this is how I deal with loneliness. I just talk to a camera, but at the end of the day, I'm talking to my camera in hopes that someone's listening. Whether it's me in the future just watching old footage, or I post it and someone is watching it. But I don't know if that's true, because I don't want to post this necessarily. And I'm not saying what I'm saying to, I don't know, send a message or anything. I am just talking about how I feel. But I guess I'm just talking about how I feel because I feel like I need to talk about it, and there's no one I feel like I can talk about it with. And I know how everybody's like I have tons of people in my life that would be like, it's okay, I'm here to listen anytime you want to talk. I don't think that works for me. Sometimes it does. Sometimes I have really great conversations with people. But other times it just feels like small talk, and I'm trying to be done with it so I can go talk to myself. Sometimes I feel like there's just too many voices in a conversation. Even if it's just two people. Even if it's just me and someone else talking, it's just, there's too much. So instead, I lock myself up in a room and I make art. But I don't make art. Like, I say that I'm an artist. I don't create shit. I mean, I make videos, but this is just me talking. And I don't act anymore. I mean, I'm gonna start acting again. Maybe that will be good for me, but I haven't actively been acting. And I don't draw much anymore, and I don't write stories. I mean, I guess I'm being overly critical. I do write. I write in my notes. I write the ideas that I have. I just don't take it anywhere, which is frustrating. I don't know. This is another problem. I'm just tired of not doing anything. I am in Switzerland, and I am sitting in a park alone, talking to myself on a camera, and I feel like I look crazy to these locals. I mean, their life is farming, and I'm over here talking to a camera, stressing about my emotions. Yeah, maybe I'm just tweaking. Maybe I'm just in my head. And it is sad that we do that. Dude, I'm in my head so much all the time. Some people just live life and it's crazy. They act on their impulses and they give in to their emotions, and I'm like a damn robot. I don't know if it's like a blessing and a curse. 'Cause I don't come off as cringy or annoying like I used to be. Maybe this is why. I mean, I got called annoying all the time in school, or an attention seeker or whatever, and that got to me. And I learned how to not be that way by controlling my impulses or controlling my emotions. And yeah, now I come off as cooler or more collected, or not annoying, not an attention seeker, but you can't really hide that. I mean, people still know I'm an attention seeker, and I think you just gotta accept it and just not take it as a bad thing, and be yourself, because not being myself has just made me numb. And maybe I might like myself a little less if I was fully myself. But then I think that's what learning to love yourself is. That's what people say. And I don't think I really understood that until right now. Because loving myself before was just changing myself version that I loved. And I think what loving yourself means is to just accept yourself unconditionally. And what's really negative about the way that I perceive myself is I try to become what I want to be, which is fine to an extent, but to micromanage it, like, it's crazy the amount that I correct myself in a day. Hundreds of thousands of times. Like, every little second, I'm correcting an action that I do, or a thought that I have, or I don't like the way that I looked, or I looked 45 degrees instead of 47 degrees. Like, it's so weird. It's robotic. It's strange. And I don't even know if anyone relates to this. I might be just alone here, but I correct myself that much, like a literal psychopath. And because I want to be perceived in a certain way, or even I want to perceive myself in a certain way, and I want to be that thing instead of being myself, which is really fucking weird, and it's sad too. But the thing I was saying is really bad is that I then start correcting the people I love, and that's the really bad part, because then I'm not just loving them unconditionally, and I'm not accepting them for who they are, because I can't accept myself for who I am. So then I try to correct them, or I see something that I don't like and it makes me feel icky for them or cringe for them, right? Thinking too much, but it wouldn't be a big deal if I didn't judge myself that way. Because I love them and I don't really care how they act. But just because I care so much about how I act, it transfers over and I start caring how they act, which is really fucking dumb. And I don't want to treat them that way, because Sage has openly spoken about how I'm overly critical of her. And I've told her that it's from a place of love, but that doesn't come out, like, that doesn't translate unless I tell you everything that I just told you. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you can't just be a dick and say, oh, it comes from a place of love. And I have been a dick, and I am a dick. But that's just because I'm a dick to myself. And so if I want to start treating the people in my life correctly, I have to start treating myself correctly. Which, who knows if I'm capable of that, or if I'll do that anytime soon, but I should probably start thinking about it. Moral of the story is I'm a fucking emotionless robot, and if I want to live like a human, I have to start treating myself like a human, and accepting my flaws, and accepting myself for who I am, and living my life. That being said, I'm barefoot in Switzerland, so I'm gonna go frolic in a field. No, I'm not gonna frolic, but I probably will go out in that field and contemplate life staring at the mountains. Okay, bye-bye. Talk to you later. Have a good life. My camera's about to die, but I've been thinking a little bit more, and I realized that I need to stop taking myself so seriously, and I need to stop thinking I'm the main character. I need to put my ego in check. I'm not that fucking cool. I am insignificant, and with that, I am imperfect. I should stop being so critical of myself, because it doesn't matter that much. I'm just a human. I should just live my life as a human, and I'm not fucking acting right now. I treat my whole life like a movie, and it's exhausting. I just need to live my life, and I can be an actor when I'm acting. But Colin needs to be a person. I'm just a human. It's fucking ridiculous how much I expect myself, like, to be something. I'm insignificant, and I need to realize that I'm not the main character. I think if I think like that, it'll put me in a good place where I can just be myself and live my life, because I'm way too in my head about everything, like it's a scene that I have to get right or whatever. My life's not a movie. My life is my life. And my acting and my movies and my filmmaking, that's something separate, and I need to make a distinction between the two. That's it. I just had that thought and I had to record it before I forgot it. That's it. Another thing before this camera dies, I need to differentiate between my vlogs and my art, because some things should just be filmed like my daily life, like old vlogs, like phase 3, where it's just my life and it's documented and it's not a lot of hard editing and it's just putting clips together and it shows my life. And other things can be an art spectacle, an art piece, something I put together, creative expression, but they need to be two different things. I can't keep trying to wind them into the same thing. Some of it will just be me talking. Those will be my vlogs. Some of it will just be what's going on in my life. That's my vlogs. And some of it I can make really artful pieces, but I can't try to combine the two. Yeah, I need to separate the two. Yeah, just a quick thought. Vlogs and art are different, and my channel has everything on it. It shouldn't just be my art pieces. Phase 10 was supposed to be like my high effort stuff, but I think it should be everything. It should be my high effort stuff, maybe it's just a video of me talking to my camera, vlogs, really short clips. I can even post shorts that I just like, of like me smoking a cigarette, whatever. My YouTube should be my spam. Anything that I want to put out, it's my life. That's what it should be. That's it. I've just been laying here thinking.